to misery. The bullshit that they steady telling me. From before the week when I'm trying to tell them wrong. I ain't not trying to leave from my door. Yeah, everybody put it up. So see everybody love me. Middle finger up.
Happy hump day, everybody. We're about to get started. We're like 10 whole minutes. Don't blame me. I made it sound. But we're going to start it in a few. So just keep me on the and keep in mind, you can connect right to the is this considered a podcast? Radio show. That's what I tell everybody. This is not a podcast, it's a radio show. It's a local radio station. So, anywho, this Real Talk Radio with live stream on Facebook as well as YouTube. Or you can listen from my page, which is Talk About It with Kimberly Riese on Instagram.
Boom, boom, boom. What's up, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It's time for the Talk About It with Kimberly Riese show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Talk About It with Kimberly Riese. This is a very, very, very hot show, very provocative show. She talks about a lot of topics that a lot of people are not comfortable talking about, and that's exactly why we have it here at Real Talk 100 Radio. We want to make Kim the talk of the town. The talk of the town, that's who she is. Kimberly Riese is going live right now on Talk About It with Kimberly Riese show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Please give her a follow on Instagram. Please give her a follow on Facebook. We are live. Kim, how's your week been? How's your week been?
Hello, what's up, party people? I am back like cook crack now. We got it all set? Okay. So, yes, I had a very interesting weekend, which actually brought me to my topic of the week. What's crazy is that I had a ton, maybe 24 topics written down before this show actually started to air. But life just happens every day. I haven't even got to the list of topics, okay, because things just happen every day. So today's topic is called Living Your Truth. Live in your truth and do with that what you will. Before I jump into that, I need to talk about these Texas drivers. Can I just jump in here real quick? Say bye to my assistant with the fat butt. Okay. Yes. So these drivers, they're either drive, like I said it before, they either drive too slow or too fast. I have seen 4 accidents between Friday and Sunday. We have to do better, people. Slow down. Pay attention to your surroundings. Put your goddamn phones down. You would think that it's women that's always on their phone on Instagram. No, it's dudes. You pull up on the side. This dude is scrolling their fat booties instead of driving because the light is green. So I said this all week. I'm going to have to say, I don't know who's listening, but please be mindful. I watched it, got the whole thing pushed in. 2 dragging nigga trucks was hit each other over by the airport. I couldn't believe it. You saw it? I couldn't believe they had to hit each other really hard for that whole cabin. I hope that the people made it out. I just needed to get that off my chest because it was horrifying. Once I figure out how to do this, I did take a little bit of the video. I could have showed you guys. But enough about that. I had a fabulous weekend in Dallas. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to my boy, Sultan Manley, okay? He is out in Dallas living his best life. Yes, I mean, it was such a time. So I just want to say LGBTQ community, they are usually rather fab, very fabulous. Usually they love high-end events, high-end things, just like myself. But yes, so I had the pleasure of being invited to the Patti LaBelle Gala. I posted some pictures online. But those pictures and those video does not do any justice. Okay. It was just fabulous. Patti LaBella's fabulous. All my gay boyfriends had on their fabulous dinner jackets, their dinner coats, darling. They were extra. I wish I could show you guys, but guess what? You have to follow me and go to my page, and you'll get to see some of my outfit choices for the weekend. But yeah, it was kind of chilly though. Had to pull a little mink out on these hoes because it was a little chilly out. But just to jump in, like I said, they're fabulous for the most part. I always enjoy, if anybody has ever been to a gay wedding, honey, I know you know it was fabulous, unless it was at the courthouse because they was, shotgun or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, I just love my LGBT community. With that being said, there are some intricate parts that I would like to discuss. So first you have the gay curious man, if you will. These new fluid sexualities that they will fuck anything that sits still long enough, They claim that they act with their hearts as opposed to the whole gender thing, which I'm a little biased with that. You know what I mean? Because, what was this? I forget, but the woman was on video, Kama Sutra. They out here fucking animals and all types. I mean, we have to draw the line somewhere, people. That's the only thing that separates us from the animals, if you will. And I don't mean that by any disrespect. Like I said, I have a lot of love for my community. This is not to put down or disrespect anyone in that way. But yeah, so you have those gay boyfriends that will feel up on a lady and might even stick his stick up in there if she sits still long enough. You have those types of gay boys. But then on the opposite side of the spectrum, you have those gay boys that don't want anything to do with a real woman at all. At all. Like they didn't come from a woman's hole, like I've said before. They don't want anything to do with the women at all. They want to know who invited her. Oh my God, there's too many women here. This is a fish fry. Oh my God. They don't want anything to do. I think that's a little awkward. Because I won't say, because not all of them are emulating a woman. Some of them are actually grown-ass men that's just their choice. You would never know by looking at them or speaking to them that this is their lifestyle choice. Now those are the ones that I say, who you choose to sleep with just does not define who you are as an individual or human being. Okay? Well, whoever you spending your personal time with, poking or getting poked, that doesn't determine if you're a good person. If you give to charity, if you give back to your community, if you're a good son, a good dad, it doesn't determine that. But then you have your extra flamers. You know the ones I'm talking about, which are my personal favorite because we have such a great time together. But yeah, those flamers, we're going to call them, sometimes offend other people. For some reason, the straight community feels offended by the out gay male. And I say out because we're going to get to the closets in a minute. But yeah, some of them are offended by that. They feel like, you don't have to put it in my face. I don't want to see a woman with hair and a beard and so on and so forth. But the key word in that is, I don't want to see. It's not about you. It's not about us. Okay? It's about whoever it is feeling comfortable and living in their truth. Now, I feel like gay men shouldn't do show public displays of affection, PDA, the same way I feel like straight couples should not. I felt, what do you call, uncomfortable with someone's over PDA. Like, Jesus, I can see the tongue. Like, you can reach her tonsils. Like, your hands are so far up her dress. I'm sure. Oh, I actually saw that on the rooftop, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Shout out to my boy Clifton. Shout out to my girl Dominique Nookies. I see y'all. And that's who I was with. So you remember we were on the rooftop and they were kind of making out, heavy petting. We're not paying any mind because, you know, we're doing our own thing, but they were sitting right across from us. Me, had to be me. I noticed a little motion. He had a little jerk of the elbow going. He was all up in that chocha. I said, oh my God, I think he is. Oh my God. So when I saw it, security saw it. Security went over there and politely asked them to stop. When security walked away, they obviously said, fuck you, security. I'm getting this nut.
So
And
wait,
they continued
What were they
to
doing?
screw. He was finger popping. Whoever's familiar with the term finger popping. He was finger popping the young lady on the very sexy rooftop gathering that we were at, which I would say, although they were hetero, was still inappropriate. Okay, so security had to go back over there a second time and then had to escort them out and tell them to leave. And when she passed me, she said the funniest thing, like, and then he saw a finger popping her. He got pussy all on his hands, touching the doorknobs and shit. And I said, damn, I didn't even think about it that far. I guess he is touching the doorknobs with his pussy hands, right? But anyway, I digress. So I think any maximum level of PDA is offensive, regardless of who or what you're into. Okay, get that out the way. So we don't really want to see that with anyone. We want everyone to be their best selves. So, okay, with that being said, we have our I'm going to call them straight looking gay male. And the women are so upset about that, aren't they? I'm going to say they, because it never upset me. I'm just glad they're honest. There's so many freaking gay men out here that can bag a bitch any day of the week. Now, some of them aren't interested, but some of them are. Some of them are living in the closet, which brings me to my fine brother, Mr. Frank Ocean. So anybody hear about Frank Ocean? Now, we always had some type of inkling because he was extra fine. And he made sure every hair and everything was in place. I think he had a perm or some type of thing going on. But he never was like a flamer. He was what I call a metrosexual. So for me, a metrosexual is just a man that is very into his hygiene. He's very into his look. You know what I mean? You'll never catch him slipping, sweaty or anything like that. You have some type of what I call metrosexuals that are just like that. And you may do a second look, ladies and gentlemen, but don't count him out right away. He might just be a guy who's, OCD. They got men that are OCD. I think I have two friends that's like that. And I love going to their house because I can't put my glass down without them wiping the spot real quick. So it's a metrosexual. So it's a thin line. Well, it seems from the outside it's a thin line. But they are very much in love with women. Most of the time, they're very romantic guys, those metrosexuals. But yes, but they're there. So now we have the guys who are in the closet and are married to a woman or dating a woman in a long-time relationship with a woman or just merely dating the woman, getting her hopes up, knowing that this is not what you really want. Now, in the man's defense, maybe he's on the fence. Maybe he's trying to figure out what he really wants. Maybe he just wants to have children. Whatever any of those maybes could or could not be, I think you should be honest. Be honest with the women and let them know that, I'm on the fence about this. Because guess what? These women out here so goddamn thirsty in need of a glass of water with ice in it that they're willing to work with you. The ratio between women and men right now is so horrific. They are willing to work with a lot of shit, unfortunately, which is why I'm single in Jesus' name. They are willing to work with a lot. You have incarcerated Scarfaces that they are putting money on their books, this, that, and the third, and they didn't even meet them till they got in jail. Okay? So I just feel that Everyone should be honest. Therefore, we all can make an informed decision. You're not imposing your woes on the next individual. You're not making them feel, oh my God, he's been dating me and he'd rather be with a man. What's wrong with me? You know, you're sending women through all of this turmoil for no good reason. So what else I want to say about the closeted gay male? Yes, it's hurtful to the woman. Yes, it is. But you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself, and you're stagnating your future success in whatever way that means to you, whatever success means to you. You're stagnating your own success. You might as well just come on out, be who you are, and those who cannot love you for who you are, then fuck them. And that's including your parents. So boom, that takes me to this. As I said in my promo, we're going to talk about the LGBTQ community in its entirety, meaning the people that feel affected by it. We're talking about the mothers, the fathers, the siblings of the gay man. And I'm going to get in, I'm going to sidetrack for a second and say, I am just specifically talking about the gay men right now because it's just one of life's hypocrisies that no one's really that mad at a lesbian. At the end of the day, women loving women, men love women loving women. Most of them anyway. They don't give a damn. They're like, what's this got to do with me? I'm trying to get in where I fit in, you know. So that's why my focus is on the gay male. So let's talk about the dad of the gay man, right? He's confused. He doesn't want to run his child away. He wants to love them anyway, but they want to understand. They want to understand, but not with it in their faces. You know, they don't want you to bring him to the barbecue unannounced, okay? Because he didn't get her his I'm a gay father hat yet, okay? He wasn't ready. You can't just show up. You can't just show up and show out with your flaming, gay lover. Okay, it's not fair to impose that on the family. I know you feel like, Kimberly, you said live in your truth. I'm living in my truth. Yeah, respectfully. Just because that's your choice doesn't mean that you have to throw it in everyone's faces, especially your parents. Because your parents, at the end of the day, just want what's best for you. So if you chose something outside of, just like, okay, they wanted you to go to UFC and you ended up at, I don't know, Morgan State. You're going to keep coming like, putting it in their face, keep blasting and sending them videos with you in your Morgan State t-shirt. You're going to wait till they come around to it because maybe that was their alma mater and it meant a lot for them to go or what have you. So in that aspect, you don't want to be all pushy, let everybody be on the same page. And the moms usually, it's not a big deal. Usually, sometimes it is for them as well. Maybe for spiritual reasons, maybe because of whoever they believe in, and they're somewhere ranting and raving, saying, "Oh, you're going to hell. You're going to hell." Let me tell y'all this. So one of my favorite pastors, which he passed away so unexpectedly, Christian out of New Jersey. He said in a sermon one day, which this is one of the reasons why I love him. First of all, he was funny as hell, and he made it great and fun to be in church because he kept it real. He's always trying to reach out to the youth. He wants to get the youth into the church. So he says, you elders are scaring the youth off with your judgment. Meaning, oh, this one is gay. That one is gay. I can't believe this one and that, pop, 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 pop. And he said flat out, you was a hoe when you got here. So what's the difference? How are you going to come sit here and now pass judgment because you've been in church for 5 or 10 years or whatever the case may be? All right. So don't pass judgment. When I'm saying that to my Christians and my holier than thou mother effers, Okay, you coming across acting like you better than everybody, and oh my God, you can't believe this and you can't believe that. We don't believe half the shit you did either, sis. So don't sit here trying to act like you better than anybody. All right, especially because they are mostly fucking fabulous. So get into it. So now I have another story. What's my guy, Michael something or other? I like him. I don't know. He doesn't have a talk show or anything, but he's like a motivational speaker. You know him, Michael something, with his cute little round head, with his little dimples or whatever. And he shared a similar story of a young couple, and the couple was always there with his wife. So what they think was his wife. And then this one particular day, he was there with a gentleman that was getting in and out of the pool and rubbing and hugging him with his wet self. And he's like, I don't know, because Michael is gay. So he's like, I don't know, but I don't see any straight man letting another man hug up on him, especially while he's wet. So he said he minded his business and just see how it carried out. Now on another day, he's there. He's there with his wife again. But here is the boy, the young man. Let's not call him a boy because we don't know. The young man is there sitting at the bar, and now it's a scandal. So my good guy Mike is looking back and forth like, oh my God, he's here, but he's not sitting with them, so they're obviously not friends. He goes over to the bar and tries to talk to him and saying, what are you doing here? And of course, he's like, what do you think I'm doing here? What do you think I'm doing here? So the wife eventually walks over and says, what the hell is going on here? Come to find out, it's not surprising to most of us. Yes, he had a secret life and a secret lover, ladies and gentlemen. A secret life and a secret lover. So now this woman is devastated. Right? She's saying, I want a divorce. She's saying that I'm out of here. When you could have just been honest, like my boy Dion Cole said. You could have just been honest, and maybe she would have been with the shits. Right? Maybe she would have been with the shits. You know, I'm always going to speak honesty. Honesty is always the best policy. Let me write this down. Because, you know, I'm getting old. I be forgetting shit. Living your truth. Honesty is the best, honey. So anyways, that was messy and embarrassing, right? To the gentleman. So the culprit, we're going to call him the culprit because we don't know names. The culprit is now embarrassed. He keeps saying, can we do this later? Can we do this later? And the wife was like, hell no, we're going to do it right here. If this is where you were disrespecting me, this is where we're going to goddamn do it. Let me remind y'all once again of the number is 832-830-1286. If you have anything to add or to take away from what I'm saying, 832-830-1286. Yeah, so that's so crazy. Oh, they're showing this nonsense. Yeah, but that's so crazy. Can you imagine, ladies? You just wake up one day and find out that your man likes dick. You just start evaluating everything about yourself. Like, if he liked dick, what was he doing with me? Did I have manly features? Was I strong? Was it my strong voice that hooked him in? What is this about? So this is why we absolutely need to be honest. Okay. So the closeted man, I may come back to it, but for now, I'm going to stop there. So do you have that video for me?
I would need about 1 minute to download it. I didn't want to interrupt the video, but yes.
Okay. So I'm going to show you guys a friend of mine that I guess he is what you would call a flamer. That's my new shit, flamer. But guess what? He is fabulous, honey, and he is living in his truth. Y'all gonna make me put my glasses on. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Let me take this time. Hey, who do we have? Shelton. Let me see. Y'all know I'm blind now. That's why I want y'all to put it on the big screen. So we have Mr. Jennings says big facts. Thank you so much. Okay, I will definitely add them into the equation. Could you pin the number? Oh, You're asking me to do some shit I don't know how to do.
Pin the number
Yeah.
on your video.
Yeah.
Press the comment. Type the number, press the comment, and it should highlight it and give you a choice to pin it or.
Oh, wait, press their comment. Let's go on now.
You should be able to press onto the comment directly with your thumb, and
wait, he'll say with your thumb.
Give you an option to delete it.
Press and hold.
Press and hold.
Okay, and we have block, delete, pin comment.
There you go.
Pin it. Okay, it didn't do anything. It didn't give me an option. I'm gonna say it again. They're gonna give me an option to do this. My bad. So, hey, cousin. That's my cousin. He's the biggest whore around. Look, I'm sorry. This is truth, a truth show. That's why they got me doing it, because you know I'm gonna tell the truth. My old high yellow ass cousin, honey, ain't stopped bagging bitches yet. Okay, I don't even know how his penis is still hanging on. All right, but we're not gonna. Today is not about me and horse. Okay, so yeah, someone just asked me to tag in. Are you ready with the video or no?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's watch the video real quick. So anyone who's confused about what I mean about a flamer. All right, let's do it. I'm talking about the Louis Vuitton. fine. So now y'all get the gist of what I mean about a flamer. Very confident enough to wear what he wants. He keeps his nails done. His face is beat to the gods, honey. And if you don't know what that means, he is made up from the face up. You understand me? He is, so that's what I mean by flamers. They're living in their truth, right? If a woman is coming on to him or anything like that, they know exactly what they're getting themselves into. But when you fine as wine, I should have had a picture of one of my fine as wine ones. What's this? We got a comment up there?
Yes, we have the Kate Knight Show saying, hey. Then we have Nene. Nene says, exactly. But some men feel that honesty might tend to hurt a female. But the more you tell a lie, the more you have to tell another one to back it up.
Absolutely, Nene. Is that Nene Letitia out of Atlanta by way of Brooklyn? Is that you, sister? I don't know. See, Nene's a little common, so I don't know. I can't really see the picture, but yes, that's absolutely. They don't want to hurt the woman, but you're hurting her in the long run. So you might as well be honest. Now, some men, I've had conversations with some men. They say that they've tried it. Some men have never had pussy a day in their life. Okay, they just woke up like this and feel like this is what they like and this is their truth and this is what they're going to do. But some men, I've had some men say that it was so disgusting to them. Do you understand that, Marco? They were somewhere like it was wet and this and that. And
what was wet and this and that?
Honey.
They didn't like the
wet? They didn't like the wet, honey.
Okay. So
I guess asshole ain't wet. I don't know. But they do use lube and shit like this. I don't know. As I stated on another show, previous show, I have an exit only, so I don't really know about how loose an ass can be. But yeah, they complained that it was and made this noise, like they were literally disgusted. Some gay men feel that way, which is why they are gay. Okay.
I don't have those conversations much, so I can't I can't relate.
I was gonna give you the heads up before I came. Like, let me get Mal so he can get ready. He can put his blue blockers on when I come. But yeah, so let's get into this. Someone just commented about, let's not forget our trans, our drag queens, our passable for women. What about that, gay man?
Say it again.
Our transgenders, our drag queens, our men who dress up fully like a woman.
Okay.
Our men who actually get their bodies and their lips and their cheekbones done, contoured, so they can actually resemble a woman.
Okay.
Because we talked about the undercover brothers. Now we have those, and some of these queens, baby, they look better than a lot of you bitches. I'm telling you right now, you better get it together. But anywho, what do we have? So anywho, yes, it's not fair for them to lie also. First of all, you're putting your life at risk, sweetheart. You're putting your life at risk because these men are not playing around with you. Okay? I know personally of someone who got shot in the head. And they had a whole fake pussy and everything. And got shot in the head after the sex. The man felt like, oh my God, this didn't feel right. This didn't hit right. Mind you, we're going to talk about his ass too, because he still went through with it. He still busted his nut, didn't he? And then now he realized after the fact, you know what? Something ain't right about this. Called his friend in to say, do this look messed up to you? I kid you not. I can't make this shit up. Does this look messed up to you? How does this vagina look? And this particular drag queen, trans, am I saying it right? Y'all correct me. I should be more fluent with this. It's just so many. Transgender is the same. So this transgender was so confident in the work that they had done, laid there and let them gaze at it. But all it took was for his homeboy, who didn't touch him, to say, yeah, nah, that shit look kind of fucked up. And that man took out his gun and shot that transgender in the head. So let's get the serious part out of the way first. You need not lie because you're putting your life at danger. You're putting your life at risk unnecessarily because there's a whole Like I say, for the plus size girls, there's a whole monopoly for y'all. There's a lot of men that have that as a fetish. So tell the truth. Again, tell your truth. Don't put yourself at risk. Don't put yourself or anyone else in danger. Tell your truth. So anyway, needless to say, they caught those men and those men went to jail. So now what? Everybody's life is over. So I just think people should stop choosing the hard way to go, if you will. Now what was I saying? Oh, the trans. So that part is dangerous. And it's also the same way men are lying to the woman. If you're a woman lying to a straight man, it's just as bad. Or maybe worse. Because y'all are somewhere sucking a dick. You know a nigga don't pass up getting his dick sucked. This is how they keep getting caught out there. And I always tell these men, if this woman is willing to suck your dick in the men's room, 9 times out of 10, that's a man, sir. I know y'all be so full of yourself thinking like you just that nigga and he just gonna get you just get it done like that. No real woman in her right effing mind is sucking dick that she just met, and that knows how to do that excerpt that she just met, because you know bitches are out here sucking dick. They definitely are. But I'm saying 9 times out of 10, no woman is sucking a strange man's dick. I mean, unless she's at work, you know, it's very strip clubs that allow that. If you're just a regular, you just in there, you meet a girl, and next thing you know, she's sucking your dick in the car, whatever the case may be, you need to reach down and check the balls. Okay, make sure there ain't no tapage or nothing going on, because a real woman is not going to do that. And this is how y'all get caught up every time. Then you want to kill somebody because you got caught slipping. No, you got to be mindful of your own shit. Mindful of what you got going on around you. Stop, like I talked about in the show last week about self-respect. I talked about the men's self-respect. Don't stick your dick in anything that'll let you, because this is where you can end up. Because my transgenders feel like, oh well. They feel like I am a woman. What are you talking about? What do you mean? I'm more woman than your woman. That's how they feel. So you have to be out here and protect yourself. You know, in Vegas, you're in Vegas or some shit like that, or Bangkok or some shit, you need to do your own homework. Thailand, very popular in Thailand. And the more these fools just keep talking about, oh, don't you want to go to Thailand? Me. Hell no, I don't want to go to Thailand. First of all, the damn flight is way too long for me. All right. I need to get somewhere in 5 to 6 hours. Okay. I can't be on this flight for 12 and 14, 16. This is just ridiculous. We're on the other side of the world. And I don't see a reason. Look, I don't see a reason for it. Okay. But yeah, so you have to be mindful of your own self. Yes, they shouldn't be lying to you guys, but you guys need to smarten up. Come on, real girls aren't like that. Real women aren't like that. Woman, you know, they have a more softer skin. Them Dominicans are beautiful people. They just have a softer tone to them, you know, and you just will never ever know. So you have to be mindful about that. Let me see. I talked about my trans. Did I speak on what you wanted me to speak on? No. I know another one. Kirk. Kirk is a beautiful man. I'm just shouting out all the beautiful men that I know. Kirk is a beautiful out gay man. And if he puts on a wig, you will never know. Beautiful. Skin is flawless. Just like they've been saying, who bought me this nasty ish? This is not, it tastes terrible. Just like we were saying about, I hate when I do this and then I get sidetracked. What was I saying?
Somebody named Kirk.
Kirk is a beautiful motherfucker. All right. Beautiful. But he lives in his truth. He's not out here fooling people. I don't know if he's ever done it, but I know from what I know of him, he does not. And then I want to shout out the beautiful, like I already said, Sultan Manley that invited me to this fabulous event. Ladies and gentlemen, I saw Patti LaBelle on one day. And the next day for brunch, we had Kelly Lumpy Price hosting an event, hosting the gospel brunch in which Adriana, something she's new. I'm always so freaking late, but I heard it wasn't a dry eye in the house. She sang beautifully. And also they ended it with Miss Yolanda Adams. You know that was a show. Okay, and she took us to church about loving yourselves and loving one another, and you have to say it and all of these things. She took us to church. I just want to say bravo to one of my very, very good friends, Sultan Manley, and his husband, Kirk Myers. They did a fabulous job. It was a fabulous event. I enjoyed every minute of it. I appreciate the invitation, and definitely the others should be in the mail as well. No? But yes, I had a great, great time. Now, because it's Patty, I didn't necessarily think it was going to be a whole big gay turnout, everybody. There was hella gay people, which was fine for me. You know, I'm walking through living my best life. But there were also some straight men there with their wives because everybody loves Patti LaBelle. This is not a gay artist or, vocalist, whatever. She's a straight woman. So there were straight men there that were losing their shits because back to the gay man. Now, if a straight man tells you that he's not interested, why can't you respect that? Why are you sitting here now trying to convince this man, right? Saying silly shit like, oh, how do you know that you don't like something if you never tried it? Now, you expect these straight men to be strong in the spot, not be a homophobe, be comfortable around you, but you gonna press the brother? Don't press the brother. I saw somebody getting pressed in the lobby. Like, don't press the brother. It's tacky. It's tacky and it lacks couth, if you will. I know you may feel how you feel, and you could tell me, fuck you, however you feel. I see both sides of the spectrum. And it's just borderline, it's tacky. I also was friendly with a gentleman some years back, and one of his cousins, which is a female, best friend was a gay male. And he often, not only complimented him, but was shooting his shot every single time. And, we were just friends. So I was just like, you lucky he's not my man, honey, because I'd have been cursed your ass out because he's just out of line. You have to know boundaries. And he would just say things like, that he had a fat ass, he had a fat butt, and, oh, I can't wait for this and that. And they're like, and say little friendly lies that's not funny to a straight man that's, like I said, trying to be strong in his spot, trying to allow you to be you while he's being himself. This is why it lacks class and it's very tacky. You don't want these homophobes, that's somewhere like, fuck out of here, get your ass out of here. Who invited this motherfucker? Like, you want to be treated as equal, but some of you aren't acting as such. Okay? That's just like, I know these thirsty women, because they be coming up on YouTube, but it's similar to a thirsty woman at All-Star Weekend. You're just going to keep pushing, even though he told you he's married or whatever the case may be. Self-respect and live in your truth. So, with that being said, the straight guy, I felt so bad for him. I don't know where his wife was at, but I felt so extremely bad. I was like, oh my God. And I knew one of the BOIs, the boys. So I'm like, come here, Phil, come here. So he's like, oh, no, I'm just saying because, they all be undercover. They think that y'all are all undercover and you're waiting for somebody to bring you out the closet. That's what they think. They think they're saving you from yourself.
I've heard that before, too. That's why I pointed at you.
Really? They think they're saving you from yourself. So, I don't want you cursing my brothers out, my BOIs out. I don't. Just stand firm in your spot. And then sometimes you got to move around, ho. My favorite Texas term. Move around, ho. You got to get up out the spot. You got to get up out the spot. But I feel like those straight men that act like they can't even be in the company of a gay man is not so strong, not as strong as they think they are in their spot. Because why would he's doing at night affecting you at all? If we're here together, right? We're having our own good time. We're here for the drinks and the festivities, right? Why is it that you feel so uncomfortable? What's wrong? You feel, is your asshole gonna fall out by the bathroom? Like, what exactly is gonna happen, sir? You say no, and if you have to keep saying no, thank you, then that's what you do. You keep saying no, thank you. You don't need to feel like, oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Because to me, that feels like you feel like you about to lose your butt virginity or some shit. Like, you feel like I gotta go. My asshole gonna fall out in any second. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. No, my brother. You strong in your spot, strong, you be strong in your spot. If you have to tell him no thrice, tell him no thrice, and then move around. You know, you don't have to be in their immediate vicinity. But again, so let me reiterate: 832-830-1286. Everybody, I can't believe. You know why? Because this is a touchy subject. I shouldn't even say that I don't believe. This is very touchy. People don't really want to comment or touch on the matter because, first of all, the LGBTQ community is motherfucking strong in a spot. You better not say shit. They be waiting on the side, like, say something else. Say something about me. Say something about my cousin or my sister or whatever. They be waiting to march and pick it all over your ass, okay? But this is not that, because I love my people. So this is not that. This is a very friendly situation. I almost call it a friendly show. But this particular show is very friendly. So if you have something to say to or faux about it, if you feel like, hell no, can't fuck this, again, feel free. I can handle it. Call in 832-830-1286. Okay, now let's move on to something more fun, which is the Los Lesbos. Okay? Los Lesbos. Oh, I thought you got excited. You was just loosening it up. I thought you was like, yeah, this is my part of the show.
I had an itch. Leave me alone.
So let's first talk about the stud life. All right? Shout out to all my studs. All right? My girl that was in Power. My other girl that was in Lucius Lyon. What was that?
I forgot.
Me too. Damn, how can we forget? No,
Lucius
Cookie,
Lyon.
don't get mad at me, Cookie.
I can't.
Damn, it's right on the tip of my tongue too.
Right.
But anyway, Empire.
There you go.
Empire, the stud from on there, the stud from The Wire. I actually met her. She was actually kind of dope. She didn't act all funny how some of these motherfuckers be acting when they get a couple of dollars. Now they want to act like they do, She was very sweet. Shout out to Young M.A. She's a little rough around the edges. I wouldn't suggest you walk up to that crazy bitch. She's from Brooklyn. She don't give a damn. She got all brothers or some shit. I think she's in a gang or some shit. Don't just pull up on her. I seen some reality show shit where she just started punching the cab driver in the face or some shit, and he was just joking. So she's not somebody that I would really walk up on. I mean, although I have, because I met her as well, but I'm different. Yeah, so shout out to all my young studs out here. Shout out to Queen Latifah. I don't give a shit, Queen. We all know what it is. We been knew what it was. She finally came into her truth. She was going through I guess, and I felt like more so with Latifah, she was, protecting her career, protecting herself at the time. She was doing like Oscar-nominated movies and things like that. She was really moving some furniture around, It's unfortunate at that time. It definitely wasn't as accepting as it is now. So for her and her sake, I feel like she did what she needed to do. And right now she's doing what she wants to do. But I've definitely ran into Queen Latifah a time or two at a Christmas party here or there or whatever. I will say, I didn't really feel the love. She was a little arrogant, but what could you say? She's from Jersey. What can you say? But the point is now she's living her truth. I think she has the whole wife or woman or whatever the case may be. But we all knew, Set It Off. What was her name of Set It Off? I just called it Cleo. Come on, what you doing now? Cleo. We all knew Cleo. She played herself in Cleo. But anyway, let's give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to my studs first before I start popping shit. So I'm gonna need my studs to calm down a little bit, right? If that's your lady, and you know that's your lady, and she know that's your lady, and everybody y'all know, why y'all always walking around so angry and shit? Y'all like little chihuahuas running around here gangbanging on bacon and shit. Like you just mad as hell for no reason. What is the problem? I thought you like eating pussy, but you walking around looking like her pussy stink. That's the thought we get when we see you all angry with this pretty girl or pretty lady and you standing behind her like you top flight security. Get your shit together. Well, we got a comment.
Nene said, "Don't forget the brat." You was talking about Queen Latifah.
Oh yes, don't forget the brat. Yes, I never had the pleasure of meeting her, but yes, the brat too. And wasn't it so crazy, Nene, that her sister, which nobody really knew that was her sister the first 10 years of their career, my girlfriend, the Players Club, Diamond, goddamn it, Diamond from the Players Club.
Oh, you asking some good questions tonight.
We all know who Diamond from the Players Club is, but that's her big sister in real life. And when she came out and I think got married or something to her now wife, it was right there. Lisa Ray. I'm working on myself. Yeah, I'm working on it. Give me a minute. Lisa Ray was very upset. And I really have to say, why were you really upset? Were you upset that she's gay? Or you were really that upset that she didn't tell you first? I think that's a little, I don't want to say narcissistic because that's a strong word, but like very presumptuous. Like if she didn't feel comfortable telling you first, and that is what it is. She's telling you now. People kill me with this whole sense of entitlement, like somebody owes you something, or oh, I'm just mad because you didn't tell me. Well, bitch, you wasn't the first on my list. Get into it and get over it at the end of the day. She did what she needed to do. And I felt bad for the brat because she really was acting like a little sister in this video. She was really humble. Like, sis, I didn't mean, I didn't this, I didn't that. And Lisa Ray just really was like completely living. And you never know with these actresses. Bitch, was you acting or did you really feel like that? Was like you creating a moment or some shit, or you really that bad? Give me a fucking break. Whoever she's poking her does not touch you in your king size California bed at all. So I just don't get how people are that angry about what somebody else is doing, who somebody else is fucking, who someone else is loving. How are you that angry? Okay, that's where I'm at with it. Because I feel like you must not be living in your truth. You're jealous. You're hating on them because they're living in their truth, and you don't have the balls or the confidence to come out to be yourself. So you're mad at the people who are. That's the only thing I can see. Because who the hell is that mad? Who is that mad? I mean, unless you go to your homeboy's house and this motherfucker put on a whole gay porn, then it's like, hey, bro, stop playing with me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But a person who's just in the corner saying or doing or living their life, who do we have? Nene, what she saying?
Hello, somebody.
Hello, somebody. Wait, what did she say before that? She had said something before that.
Before that, she said, the queen be popping her shit. She said, Queen be popping her shit, but she did what was best for her.
So we agree. She talks a little shit, and you may have a sighting of her in Jersey over here or in California over here with a nice looking lady or whatever the case may be, but that's what I mean. She respected herself. She respected her spot in the universe at that time to not do anything to fuck it over, period. Just like what I started the show talking about, Mr. Ocean. Ocean finally came out. I think Ocean, he is like 6 feet. That is a 6 foot tall brother that a lot of young ladies, I'm sure, is upset that you are not on the radar, sugar. He likes men's. He likes men's, everybody. But I found it a little shocking because I did see that movie he was in when he's played a straight man. He actually had 2 women, if anybody knows that. Superfly. Did you see Superfly? With Ocean in it?
Long time ago, yes.
Not the one from when back in the days. It's a new one, Superfly. But anyways, he was very likable in that movie. I'll just say that. He was very likable, darling. For him to come out now saying, look at that fire back on the screen. But what do we got, honey? Come on. What? Oh, you couldn't say? You couldn't put it in through?
No.
Oh. What's up with the phone? We have a call coming in. So, you're back to my Lost Lesbos. Oh, here it's coming now.
No, that was a sound check. So I thought the volume was down, so I did a sound check. It's not called. So go ahead.
Sky? I don't like for people to be hanging because every time after the show, I always hear I wasn't able to get through. So that's why we changed the number, everybody. And now they're still not able to get through. Hold on. Give me one small. Maybe we should put a song on.
Put a song on?
Yeah, so we can figure this out.
Right now, we're going to play a little bit in the background. We're going to play a local artist that goes by the name of
Local.
Lady K. And this is going to be Possession.
I've never been in love before, but now that I've felt it, there's only one way to describe this. Possession. You can be my spy, cause we always undercover.
Love you, patient with us,
So get
like
you
that.
high, get you high, kind of lover. After having me, you will never want another. You belong to me, I ain't looking for no other. You can be my spy, cause we always undercover. So get you high, get you high, kind of lover. After having me, you will never want another. You belong to me, I ain't looking for no other. You got me acting reckless, straight off my personal checklist. On my knees, cause you be leaving me breathless. I never ever wanna escape this. Feeling crazy cause you stay on my mind. You're the reason why I stay on my grind. I can't wait until the day those stars align, just so they can see us shine. They gon' watch us shine, baby. Just a dose of you take away my pain. You taking over my body. These feelings when you're growing inside me. Trying hard but I'm losing my control. Oh my God, he's got my soul. Oh my God, he's got my soul. But I still need him right here. Get you high, I've never been in love before, but now that I've felt it, there's only one way to describe this. Possession. You be my spy, cause we always undercover. So get you high, get you high, kind of lover. After having me, you never want another.
So this sounds like what I was saying about I said, it's a hypocritical thing on the woman's side. No one's mad at a lesbian for whatever reason. It's a hypocrite unless it's a little angry stud. But other than that, they just feel offended by gay males and the sex that they're having. It's very unfortunate. But I appreciate you so much, Coco Bunny, for calling in. Coco Bunny, what kind of name is that? Are you an artist?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, she is. We're gonna have to try to get her music up here, Malcolm, because we can play her on the commercial. You have music that's hot and ready for us, Miss Coco?
I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna have my assistant Sky get with you, and you can, I don't know how you guys do it via email or whatever, and we can link that for the next show. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope it's not your last time.
Absolutely. Have a great night. Happy holidays.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye. So, yes, y'all, shout out to Miss Coco. She's actually an artist, so she's probably comes encounter with different types of people all the time. And so moving on, I was talking about the angry studs, and they're angry just about a man being in the vicinity. And once again, you have to be strong in your spot. You have to ask yourself, is your woman really a lesbian? Is that why you scared? Are you not stroking it right? What's the problem while you have walking around with an attitude,
wanting to fight a grown
when to fight a grown man, knowing 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna win? Okay. I know some of my sons 8 times out of 10, 8 times, because sometimes y'all be fucking nigga up because they don't be ready. But 8 times out of 10 you're gonna get your ass whooped. So what are you doing? It's better to be pleasant. It's better to be cordial, even when they're hating on you guys, hating on us, whatever. You just, sometimes you got to kill people with kindness. You know what I mean? Kill them with kindness. So you're so dope that they can't even be mad at you. You are such a dope individual that they can't even be mad. Right? You have lesbian couples that sought out men to help them sperm, their babies, right? Which, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's definitely better than the $8,000 a shot that they charge y'all for trying to do it. Why not try and do it the old natural way? But the problem comes in when the man starts to catch feelings, either for the lesbian that he's sleeping with, or catch feelings for the kid. They're not in it for this. This was not 3 men and a baby, 2 men and a wife. And this is not what this is. They asked you for a donation. You gave them that donation. And these things need to be ironed out beforehand, before you decide to come together and do anything at all. I think I only touched on the gay man that hates women. I don't think I got too deep into that. So let's just tap back into that. You look ridiculous, gay men. The ones that are, you're so mad at something that you're trying to emulate. Okay? You woke up angry for what exactly? I've definitely been in a situation with a hating ass gay man. No disrespect to my boys, but you know that they're out there. Okay? You mad as hell at me because I have a real split. To what I keep saying, 2 lips and a clip, baby. I got the real deal Holyfield. Okay? And you done got your shit like a Build-A-Bear. So you mad at me. You just come across nasty for no reason, because in your mind, you think that's how a woman acts. A woman is catty and rude for no reason. That's what you think in your mind. So I'm here to tell you that is not how you emulate a woman, maybe a girl. Why is this fly always out halfway through the show? Where the hell, Malcolm?
I'm sorry.
Look at this. He's there again, trying to get my ice. So, yeah. Shit like this. You will never, ever be, I don't care how many surgeries you get, in your core, at your root, you still have more ribs than us. You are still a man at the end of the day. I'm not mad at you because a lot of you are beautiful as fuck. So I'm not mad at you. Just don't be mad at me. Okay? That's all I ask. Just don't be mad at me. Y'all see, I'll be fighting this fly every single time. I don't know where he keeps in at. He wasn't here the whole hour, everybody.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, Yeah, I'm not mad at you guys, so stop being mad at me. You just woke up and you at the post office and it just happens to be a gay man and he just talking to you all types of crazy. No, you gotta put the tape. No, you need to got that tape. You need to listen, calm your ass down. Okay, sir? It's really not that serious. Okay? Calm the fuck down. It's really not. I got one on the customer service. Who was out? What was that? T-Mobile? Who was I on? Oh my God. I wanted to say which customer service this was because the motor vehicle, if you will. The motor vehicle. And the man was being so rude to the point that, as y'all see, a bitch like me keeps it the fuck real. So I said, excuse me, stop acting like that. Stop being rude when you're at work. I told him flat. No, because I have other customers. I have other customers. I said, no, we waited long enough to listen to you. You never called the DMV. I'm sure you have. That line, that wait on hold is fucking ridiculous. So when I get you on the line, I at least expect you to have some goddamn customer service about yourself. I at least expect you to have some patience with the person on the other end after they waited 45 minutes to get a person on the line. How dare you? No, because I have other people. I have other customers. First of all, you work at the motor vehicle, motherfucker. You ain't got no customers. Okay? Let's just be clear. You're here to assist. So that's what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to assist. And that's what I told this black ass, because I know a difference between the black gay man and the white gay man right away. So, yes, I told his black ass to act accordingly while he's at work. Because enough is enough of this. We pay your tax dollars. I don't want to hear this bullshit. But yes, the flamers. How about there was an incident where the guy really, the gay male guy, really tried to fight a woman. What are you doing? I know you feel real girly inside and everything like that, but you still got a dick and balls and the strength of a man. Why would you be trying to fight a woman? What is it, Michael?
I hate to bring it up because you brought it up a week ago or two, but that was a flamer that was fighting Shanquilla, right? He was dressed up as a woman, wasn't he?
No,
it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. What's crazy is that she was a woman, but she was big boned, and she kept walking around the resort without her wig on. So the staff assumed that she was a transgender.
Oh,
but she was just a big, healthy girl from North Carolina.
Okay.
North Carolina.
Okay.
So yeah, there was some assumption of that early on. But yes, you're right. They will friggin' fight a woman.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Before you go back to your topic, you have a question, and I wanted to shed some light on it.
Okay.
We have Mr. Anthony Bailey. He says, if a straight man likes transgender women, is he gay?
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's his name?
Anthony Bailey. He's on your
Anthony
live.
Bailey.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, Mr. Bailey. He's definitely gay because, if you know it's a man, because some of them are good. But if you know it's a man and he was born as a man, damn, I don't know. You're making me rethink my answer. If he was born as a man, but no longer lives his life as a man, does that make the man who likes or loves him gay? Ooh, I think I want to ask you people that. Anybody got any answers for me? Nene, Jessica, Dominique? Tell me how y'all feel about this. If the man was born as a man, you know this, but lives his life as a woman, does that make him gay? My vote is yes, ladies and gentlemen. My vote is yes. Because the same thing goes for the trans woman, right? I've had a trans woman come on to me a time or two. I personally, I want to say grossed out, but I was like, eat. So that means you got a full beard and a pussy, sis? Like, I can't get with this. What is this, the carnival? Like, I can't really get with that, Malcolm. You got a full beard and a goatee, but you still got a pussy. So I'm a person that if I'm going to be dealing with a woman, now y'all in my business, I'm going to be dealing with a whole beautiful woman. And if I'm dealing with a man, it's going to be a man's man. It's a choice for me. I don't want any of that in between confusing shit. Like, we don't know what's going on. And a trans woman All you gotta do is look in her eyes. I don't give a fuck if she's been taking hormones and all of this shit. She still has the eyes of a woman, of a deer. I want to call them those deer eyes because there's a softness in a woman's eyes that you can't get rid of. And there's a harshness in a male's chin that y'all try so hard with all that good contour and makeup. But you can't get around that as well. So I don't know, Anthony Bailey. I don't know. What you got to say, Marcus?
You missed. I think you missed it. You missed it.
Okay.
He said he's asking if a heterosexual man is attracted to a transgender woman, is the man gay?
A transgender woman.
Yeah.
She
she
started out as a woman?
As a man.
She started as a
man.
man.
And now she's a woman.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. But she was, that she was born a woman, a man.
What if you don't know, is what he's saying.
Oh, now if you don't know, you can't be charged with something that you don't know. If you don't know, you just don't know. But I used to watch Jerry Springer a lot. That used to be my shit. And a lot of times when a woman comes up there, transgender comes up there and tells their truth, a lot of times the men want to fight and hook off and swing because you don't let this man suck your dick because you too loose with your shit. Knowing you got 2 baby mamas and a wife at home, you still let this man do whatever to you, but now you want to whoop his ass. You need to be whooping your own ass because you out here with community dick, nigga. You should have kept the shit tight. But there has been occasion on Jerry Springer. Jerry, that's my shit. Yeah, there has been an occasion where the man was like, damn, but I fell in love with who you are. And they still stay with them. And then they didn't consider themselves gay prior to.
Now that's a hell of a question. After they find out,
right?
Are you gay now?
Are you gay now? You didn't know you was gay, but you fell in love with this person and
right,
whatever,
right.
However. So that's a very, very good question, Anthony. I appreciate you for that question.
May I add something? I'm going to add something right quick, and I hope nobody bashes me for this, but
come on,
I'm gonna
be careful.
I'm gonna go back to something you said earlier in the show.
What is that?
You said you got to be careful who you meet because sometimes it could be a transgender or not. So I was in a club about 8 years ago.
Oh shit, they got you, Malcolm?
They almost got me. They got me far enough to dance with them and squeeze buttocks. And the whole time...
You squeeze a man's ass?
I'm ashamed of it now, but it happened. And what happened is I'm dancing and it's after hours. I work late nights. I went to an after hours bar, drinking them high ass drinks. And I'm dancing. I'm having fun with friends. And the whole time, a friend of mine, we're still friends, but he fucked me this night. But anyway,
this is not the one that likes to piss in public, is it?
No.
Okay.
A different guy. The whole time he's saying, "Cut it off, cut it off, cut it off."
He's trying to give you the signal.
He's trying to give me the signal. But I'm going, man, she was beautiful.
He was beautiful.
The baddest bitch in the bar. I'm like,
it be like that.
I'm like, man, I'm not, man. Whatever
you
talking about. I'm full of this Hennessy and I'm not trying to hear nothing. So at the end of the dance, he said, "Brother, I need to talk to you, homie. I need to talk to you."
And he was a good friend.
Yeah.
Some friends would laugh at you and take pictures.
Take pictures and all that. He didn't do none of that. I could have been all over Facebook.
Yeah.
All of that. But he didn't do that. He called me over to the side. He said, "Look, man, that's a dude." And I was like,
"That's a dude, my G.
Ain't no way. That's a man." So anyway, long story short, I followed the guy out to the parking lot because he's watching the conversation with my homeboy.
Okay.
Now he's scared. So he takes off out the door. I chase him down and grab him and say, "I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to know if it's true."
Right.
Is that, and this goes back to what you were saying earlier. Tell your truth. Don't have me out here grabbing your ass.
Your man ass.
And don't have me doing this. Tell me up front. And so he said, "Yes, I'm really a man."
He did well. Good for him,
And I was
because
like,
they wouldn't.
I was like, "Ooh,
They
man."
normally wouldn't, because he done your handsome penis done jumped and everything. We talked about his handsome penis last week, y'all. He was talking about he wanted everybody to know that he had a handsome penis. So I had to bring that back to like. Mm-hmm. So yeah, well, you know what? You got lucky.
I got
You would
lucky
have took that man home.
because I know some guys that would have killed him on the spot or
Yes.
beat him up on the spot.
Yes.
And I didn't want to hurt the guy. I just wanted to know, was that true? Is this true?
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to think of myself as a macho guy, as an alpha male.
Alpha male.
And all of that. And you got me out here squeezing your butt, though?
In public.
In public.
And the embarrassment is what causes their lives to be at risk.
Right. Right. So I'm lucky, but I want you guys to watch yourself, and I'll give the microphone back to Kim.
So, what I'm going to say, moving on. We're moving on, but not really moving on. We're supposed to be the last hour, but you know how the time goes. We get carried away because we always having so much fun. So, this brings me to the regular straight man that women are now questioning. Do you really like women? Or you just like pussy? I said it on my promo. I'll say it again. Do you really like women? And I say like women, the femininity in us, the way we speak, the way we carry ourselves, the way we smell, the way, we handle you, talk to you, rub you, whatever. Because there's a lot of men out here that rather hang out with their goddamn homeboys than be at home with their beautiful lady. Or not even at home, just out with their lady, spending time with their lady. I heard a man say on Facebook maybe a year ago, he said something like, I'm a grown-ass man. Yeah, I chop it up, maybe smoke a cigar or something like that with the homies for an hour or two or whatever. But I'm a grown-ass man. I want to be up under my lady. I like to feel titties and ass next to me. Okay? So I ask, do you men that are disrespectful to women, you know the ones, oh, bitch, suck my dick. Fuck you talking about this and that. Bah, 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 bah. The ones that act like they don't have a mother. Those ones. Is it that you just like to fuck? You like pussy, but you just don't like women? Because that's what we're thinking. The lack of respect, the level of disrespect is so serious right now all across the board. And I know you can say these women aren't respecting themselves. And I can get with you on that. But it's not all the time about that. It's about who you are and how you carry yourself. We don't care if she's twerking in the corner. You ain't got to say, come here a little bit. I'm in the country. I'm starting learning that shit. Come here a little bit. Just because she acting like a little bitch don't mean you have to call her out that way. Because you think that you're disrespecting this woman, but you are disrespecting her, but you're actually disrespecting yourself as well. You're showing your own hand as well. You're showing your own character as well. Now, if you see a woman that's not up to your standard or not up to par, or however you may feel about it, don't fuck with her. Don't fuck with her. But to demean and disrespect a woman, do you understand you're setting us back so many generations, gentlemen? I'm calling you gentlemen because that's what I want you to strive to be. You don't need to do that. You don't have to deal with those types of women. Period. But when y'all out here exploiting your sisters and your aunties and somebody else's mama and grandmama or whatever the case may be, think about it. This says a lot about your own character, sir. Period. And I'm going to say this part. I've had to prove this point a time or two. Out with my sister. Let's see if she's watching. Out with my sister. 7 years back, and we're leaving out of a place, and I'm with all her friends, which I got a number of years on my sister, okay? So I'm out with her little friends. And my sister's a big, beautiful girl. Tall, thick, not to be fucked with, okay? They call me her big little sister, because she's about 5'11", y'all. You hear me? Big, tall, red bone. Okay, she don't think so. She thinks she brown skin, but these These light-skinned chicks, they be in denial and whatever. But anyway, yes, big, tall, red bone chick, okay? So of course people were trying to holler at her. Of course. She was a lot younger then. And the gentleman was like, hey, yo, ba, ba, ba. Hey, oh, oh, oh. She stopped. I said, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Is your name A or Yo or Ayo or anything like that? Her friend quickly tries to correct me and says, oh, no, Kimberly. That's just how they talk out here. Really? Is that how they talk or is that what you allow? So I held my sister's wrist tight because I didn't want her to walk over to this buffoon. And I said, watch this. In the very same breath, here go another brother trying to holler at me. Raheem wanted to say the same thing. Yo, ma, yo. I said, excuse me? All I said, ladies, was excuse me. Excuse me? That let him know, A, he wasn't in his lane, and B, I'm not to be fucked with. Okay? I said, excuse me? He says, oh, my bad, sweetheart. My name Raheem. I just wanted to tell you how beautiful. All of a sudden, he know. And as I let him shake my hand, I looked at his little ghetto friends. Men will do as much as you allow them to do, ladies. Okay? And that goes for regular men. Straight men, I should say, not regular, because that doesn't mean my gay boys are irregular. But straight men, gay men, all of the above. I've had to work in the office with a gay man. That we started our coolest crunch. Now, because he woke up on the wrong side of the bed, he thought he was going to come in and I was going to be the goddamn target. No, no, no. No, 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 sir. Because I got it for you. Just like I got the Karen for these white bitches that be acting up, I got the Fuquan for these gay motherfuckers that be acting up too. Come on with it, baby, because don't come for me if I didn't send for you. Period. What do they say? If I didn't, don't come for me if I didn't goddamn send for you, player. Don't think you about to come in here and be talking to me, all this, all that. I got it for your ass too. I'm gonna tell you to take that goddamn scarf off your head because you're looking very what's my boy? Not Rick James, because we love Rick James. Let's not talk about Rick James. Rick James Coke was a hell of a drug, not Rick James. The other one, we can't call names today for whatever reason. Listen, I had a long weekend, everybody. I really had a long weekend, but it was beautiful. I rented a suite for myself. I just really luxuriated and enjoyed myself in Dallas. I had a very good time. Since I'm calling out Dallas, guess what? You want something?
No. Tell them what happened in Dallas, just to rehash.
To rehash, I was invited to a gala that Queen Latifah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Queen Latifah, you talking about me? That's Patti LaBelle, the icon. Patti LaBelle was hosting. She had a beautiful blue suit, beautiful sparkly shoes that you know she kicked off at some point because that's what she do. It was beautiful. I posted some videos on my page, but like I said earlier, the videos and pictures do not do justice of how iconic the freaking event was. Like, it really was a dope event. And then on that Sunday, we had Kelly Price hosting a gospel brunch in which Adriana Johnson sang, and also they closed out with Yolanda Adams. Now, I just want to, for the record, the reason why I kept referring to Kelly Price as Kelly Lumpy Price, because she's been doing some things that I really don't like. We're going to get off the LGBTQ for a minute. She's been doing and saying some things I really don't like. Now, if y'all know, going all the way back to She Was a Friend of Mine, going back to that, she was a very big girl. We wasn't mad at her. She was beautiful and she could sing. Who gives a shit, right? This is what I talk about, giving so much care about somebody else's situation. She was beautiful and she could sing her ass up. Nobody gave a fuck, right? But she lost a lot of weight and we all applauded her for that. But it seemed like when she lost weight, she lost some of her personality. She lost some character. She now started talking to people any old kind of way. Started talking about, oh, because I don't work for this and I don't work. She just started feeling beside herself. And all of a sudden, I noticed how long her fucking potato head was. Because I tell you, you could be the finest person in the world, honey.
Mm-hmm.
But when you act ugly on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden, we can see your flaws. Your flaws just start showing through. Okay? So, Mr. Potato Head, Kelly, I enjoyed the song and the throwback and everything like that. But you need to be nicer to people. Remember who you were. Remember who supported you and who still supports you right now. Stop being so rude and nasty. I've seen a couple of posts. I'm not really an Instagram, social media who I always tell y'all that. So a lot of things I didn't catch or I didn't see or whatever. But yes, be nicer to people, honey. All right? Because your slip is showing. All right? Your fucking slip is showing. Now I see all your lump-a-dump bumps and I see your long-ass head. Get your shit together and start being nicer to people, okay? I also want to say thank you so much. I've been getting so many friend requests in the last couple of weeks. I definitely appreciate the love. I didn't think that it was going to pop off the way that it is, but it is. And I'm just going to say, look at God, okay? Because who knew? Because guess what? Kimberly is living in her truth, as she always did. But people wanted me to live my truth with you guys, through you guys. So here I am. Here I am. Again, I think that's, Malcolm, I think people didn't want to call because I knew when I chose this as a topic that it was going to be what y'all like to call controversial. And provocative. So I kind of got the hint that I probably wouldn't get a lot of callers. I do have a lot of GAY friends that I'm surprised y'all motherfuckers ain't calling up, but it's okay. Yeah, so I kind of figured that people wouldn't call them, but I still wanted to do it anyway. Because I wanted to point out the fabulous event I went to, invited to by Mr. Seaton Manley, which is a really good friend of mine. Him and his husband, Kirk Myers, which were very fabulously dressed, I might add. They were very festival. Guys, I stayed at the Fairfield, downtown Dallas. There was like 46 trees, okay? They just really overdid it. It was white trees, green trees, blue trees. It was beautiful. Oh, and the event was hosted by Hennessy. Although I don't drink Hennessy. I was on my champagne all weekend. But yeah, it was hosted by Hennessy. So shout out to them. Shout out to their board, their community, Dallas gay community, because that's who hosted the event. Shout out to Kirk. Shout out to my lovely friend Sultan. He is doing his motherfucking thing. He done moved across the world, everybody, just like I did. We have so much in common. I moved across the world to Houston. He moved from Jersey to Dallas. Go figure. We coming to Texas, y'all, so move over. We don't care how you feel about it. I will say on the way there, I had to pull over in what we call a hick town for gas. That was a scary situation.
In Texas?
Mm-hmm. Right outside of Dallas. So
what time was it?
You never know.
I'm being messy.
You want to shout about?
Yeah.
I could probably, I don't know where I was. I can see it, but I can't, I don't know. I don't know, but it was right outside of Dallas. I was like 60 miles outside of Dallas. And yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking looking for a gas station. I will say that. So I want you Karens and you Buckies to leave us the fuck alone, okay? When we are trying to spend our money in your town, all right? Because the money is still green. That's all you got to remember. All you Trumpers of the world, just remember that the money is still green and it's still spent. You feel me? Leave people alone, Jesus. Okay, there was something else in the news I wanted to discuss. LGBTQ, something happened with them, and I was like so disgusted. I'm drawing the blank once again. But let me give y'all 832-830-1286. 832-830-1286, everybody. And don't forget to follow me. What's my other pages? Kimberly, what's the Instagram? Kimberly Riese Talks. And the new Facebook is Talk About It with Kimberly Riese.
Yes.
And I also urge you guys to, if you have any subjects or topics that you want to talk about that I didn't quite reach yet, I'm open to hear it. You can hit me and slide in my DMs, or you can hit me on Facebook Messenger or what have you. I'm definitely open to that. Yes. So, what you want to say?
Just to help you out while you're trying to jog your memory, I'm just trying to help you out here. I listening to your show tonight,
Mm-hmm.
I had a tendency to think back to the old me.
Mm-hmm.
And you said almost verbatim, if you have a problem with somebody's sexual preferences, there must be a problem in
With
you.
you, absolutely.
So, as a young kid, watching gay guys, and I've been raised to be this tough guy, this football player,
Alpha male. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this alpha male, and I'm seeing this gay guy. Hey, I had a problem with that. Now, as a grown man at 53, I'm talking about a young man who was 14 to 23, 24, 25 years old. I had a problem with that. Now at 53, I think like you. I've completely changed over.
Mm-hmm.
Completely. I had a phobia.
Right.
I'm like, don't get near me, don't
Right.
touch me, don't talk.
And
to
that
me.
was probably how you were raised,
Right.
Because generationally, your grandfather or your father, they wasn't with the shits either.
No.
It wasn't accepted.
Right.
All these surgeries that they're having right now, they had to have a long waiting period. They had to speak to a therapist, all of that before any doctor would touch them because they wanted them to be 100% sure.
Right.
But now, this Build-A-Bear community, oh, did I almost leave and not talk about motherfucking Gabrielle Union?
I'm not up to date. Update me, please.
So from what I know, and if I'm wrong, call in and tell me, because I tell you, I'm not a social media whore. I don't follow. I hear the story. I absorb it. I'm done with it. If I see it again, I see it. If I don't, I don't. But so Gabrielle Union and her husband, which I'm hearing technically, they have 2 children together, but it was an older child. He already had a child before the marriage or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's not biologically hers. But I guess she raised him as such, so we don't want to take that away. But let's just, because some people were saying if it was really your son, you would have a problem with it. So the thing about that is Gabrielle Union's son, I forget who her husband is, but son decided that he feels like a girl and he wants to live his life as a girl. And they are entertaining this fact of getting him the surgery that he wants. And he's not even 16, much less 18.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to ask, what the hell are we doing? If we come from a time where they were giving grown-ass people extra waiting periods and making them talk to a therapist first before they made such a decision, how is it that we're now allowing children to make these types of life-changing, life-altering choices? What are we doing? And Gabrielle, how it came to me, because this is old news, but I saw something else. Gabrielle says something to 2 Chainz or one of these Bucky, Bookie, one of these Bootsy. Excuse me, no disrespect, Bootsy, but there's so many of y'all Bucky, Bootsy motherfuckers. I don't know. But yeah, so she made a comment to Bootsy. I don't know what his comment was. I did try to look that up a little bit, but it was too difficult. But whatever that is. But she's like, oh, it seems like, Bootsy, you always had dick on your mind or some shit like that. Like, what? Because he had a comment about your choice of allowing your son to do such a horrific thing at such a young age. He's entitled to his opinion. And that's something else. You artists and actresses and just people that are in the limelight, if you put your whole life out there, you can't be mad at people for having comments and opinions. You put your whole life out there. That brings me back to what I was saying in the last show on self-respect. I don't want to see you in the hospital on Facebook. I could see you say, keep me in your prayers because I'm currently going through blah, blah, blah. And you come back and say, thank you for your prayers because now I'm better and da, 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 da. I get that. But when you posting yourself in a hospital bed and people are making comments like, nigga, is that HIV? You got COVID? What the fuck going on? You set yourself up for these comments when you open your life up to America. There's a lot of people that got, shit, nothing on their hands. Okay? So they got a lot of time to sit around and judge you. Who do we got around? No. Hello? This is Talk About It with Kimberly Riese. Who do I have on the line?
Hi, Patty Rabaza.
Patty Lavazza?
Yes.
Okay, hi. How are you? Happy holidays. What would you like to add?
Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you too. I was just what you were saying about, do kids not have to wait as long as adults to get the operation? Is there less, red tape for kids?
There's less red tape, period. There's less red tape for adults. I was talking about back in the days, they would make them go through therapy and things like this in order to get such a horrific, I shouldn't say horrific, such an extreme surgery done. They want to make sure that they're fully, they're,
They know all the,
accepting what they want and what they're doing. So as a child, I feel like we should be asexual as children. A 13 or 12, 14-year-old, you should be focused on your school books, not focused on whether you want a penis or a vagina.
Agreed. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
what do we?
I think they should have more than adults, because adults at least are starting to know themselves better.
Well,
I think they should have more.
I honestly think, Miss Patty, that children shouldn't be allowed to get it done at all. I think you should have to be at least 21 years old. You can't drink alcohol. You can't smoke a cigarette, but you can get your penis chopped off.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was thinking 18, but I agree with you.
Yeah, 21. You know, the meanest judge ever. What's the meanest judge? Judge Judy. She is the meanest bitch. She is mean as nails, this bitch. But she said some real shit one time. She said, you kids think that you're grown. You parents are treating your kids like they're grown when they turn 18 or when they're 21. She said they don't have a clue about life until at least they're 25 years old. I agree with that.
Yeah, because they haven't had to take care of anything.
Or anyone, not even themselves. They go away to college.
Exactly.
We're still sending them care packages and shit. They're still living their best. They don't have any real reality of what responsibility really is. And if you don't have that reality, then how can you make such decisions like that? So, Gabrielle,
you may have. I think 25 might be a better
than even 21, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's very valid.
Yeah, it's and then also, I don't want to throw my Christianity into it, but when you going that hard against the grain of what God created, like I said, my boys, my gay men, my lesbians, if you just like the same sex, that's your preference. But when you start chopping your titties off and adding a dick permanently to your body, it's like, what are we doing, guys? Look at what this world is coming to. What are we doing? And I don't knock nobody's hustle. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, Miss Patty. But I think we need to think this shit through. Okay? See,
yeah, it is a lot.
Miss Patty, you should have been in Dallas with me looking at Patty LaBelle. Miss Patty, she got your name.
Yeah, does she have, you were talking about her earlier?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. You just tuned in?
Yeah, I just tuned in about 5-10 minutes ago.
Well, I thank you for being here either way, Miss Thing. I thank you for being here. And is this your first time tuning in?
I'm sorry?
Is this your first time tuning in?
It is, but it won't be my last.
Oh, I appreciate you, because I'm going to revisit my other topics just for those newcomers, because I believe last week, Malcolm, we talked about self-respect on the male and the female side. I'm tired of men whores thinking that it's okay to be a whore just because they're a man.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? And before that, I think we talked about a few good men, because there are still a few good men out there that take care of their responsibilities and take care of their children and things like that. And I think before that, what was that? Toxic relationships, friendships, and family ships. Yeah, we talked about that. So I'm going to revisit those, because those are very powerful subjects, and I need to get some more
I would love that. Okay.
Feedback on it. Okay, so thank you, Miss Patty. I appreciate you. Make sure you follow me. I am, on Kimberly Riese Talks on Instagram, and Talk About It with Kimberly Riese on Facebook. Okay. I look forward to hearing from you.
Kimberly. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, we got Patty. We appreciate her call, right? Even though she just tuned right on in. I'm not upset. So that's why I keep giving the number, because people like that just tuned in 10 minutes ago. See what I'm saying?
Right.
832. Y'all got 10 minutes to call in and pop shit. 832-830-1286. I'm here for it.
I have a couple comments right quick.
Okay.
Patty just called in, but I have Nene. She went back in your conversation, and she was saying the men might love one woman, but also in between another female's legs, let's go.
Let's go. Oh, so those women. Oh, so that was last week about self-respect, but that's okay. It's the last 10 minutes. We can touch on it. So a man, and actually Malcolm commented on that as well. They just want something different. These men just want variety. And I had mentioned something about, hey, I change my hair all the time, honey. Who you want? You want Patty? You want Liza? Like, who you want? You want Aretha Franklin? Who you? I'm talking about old bitches, right? But I really meant to say Mariah Carey. You want Mary J. Blige or whatever. And so Malcolm's pointed out that it's not necessarily about the look of it. It's about the difference and variety of a woman, because some women are not going to do how or what another woman would do. And guess what I told Malcolm? That's fine. It's a choice that you need to make. It's about the 80-20 that we heard about in many of Tyler Perry movies, right? You have to pick and choose, because if a woman is putting up with your funky ass and your dirty socks and your damn drawers that you always leave on the side, right? We putting up with your bullshit. You may have a good hook in the dick, but maybe you don't know how to eat good pussy. Maybe you got too much teeth in it. Maybe, we got our own babies, our own plights that we choose to put up with because we love you. But a man is so quick to go outside for something more and something different.
It's not just the men. Listen,
we're not talking about whores. We were talking about men and women. Now, if a woman goes outside the relationship, because we typically don't cheat for sexual reasons. We cheat because we are not getting what we need emotionally from our man. See, a woman usually cheats emotionally. We're not talking about the whores, because we know they just want to get fucked. They just out there. They just want any attention that they can get. And I feel bad for them. I talked about them for the self-respect topic last week. Those girls are different. But for a woman, she's not just going to go out and fuck your cousin like you might. She's not just going to go out and fuck her coworker like you might. Because that's the difference. Jamie Foxx said it. Men go fishing. Boom. They throw that fishing rod out there, see what they can get. They get a little tug like, oh shit. She go give me some pussy and suck my dick. My wife ain't sucked my dick in 3 months. Oh shit. Reel them in, do what they got to do, and throw her ass back out to the water. That's typically what a man who loves his woman would do, because, like my boy Malcolm says, they want variety. But if your woman cheats and you find out she's cheating, that's why these niggas is losing their mind. Because this woman 9 times out of 10 has an emotional attachment to whoever said gentleman is, that's now bringing her flowers, doing shit that you don't do, wants to tell her she's beautiful and things like that, shit that you don't do. Hold on, what is this? Where do you find the men?
I'm not sure. This was about maybe 8 minutes ago. She commented, but we were on the phone.
Oh.
I'm not sure what she's referring to.
I don't really know. I don't have a man, Erica. So I don't really know where to find the men at. I would think one would say maybe at church, but they're a little hypocritical as well. Because I heard that ChristianMingle.com. You heard about that dating site, ChristianMingle.com? They said there's a bunch of lunatics on there. So I don't know. I think that women need to stop looking for men, to be honest. If we go back to the days of our ancestors, our grandparents and things like that, where, because I said this too, men are natural hunters, right? They're natural hunters. When women started to become more thirsty and sorting after men, it changed the dynamics of everything. Okay? The man feels uncomfortable when a woman is coming at him, so harshly. Like, all right, Miss Name, I know you like me, but then you gonna come past my desk every day? You gonna try to buy me lunch every day? You have to let these men court you. Okay? Court is something that my grandmother would say, and you know what that means. Date you, call your house, try to get your email, send you flowers to your desk or your job. So I think that's the first thing, Miss Erica, in finding a man is to stop looking for one. Let them find you. Carry yourself accordingly when you're out in public. You understand? Carry yourself with respect when you're out in public because you never know who's watching. Okay? You never know who's watching. So just always, like I always say, be the best you, the best version of yourself that you can be. That's all anyone can really expect you to do. I don't expect you to try to be this person or try to be that person. And you know, with that being said, even though we're off the LGBTQ for a little bit, not really, because I'm about to talk about Nicki Minaj. And we all know that Nicki Minaj was a little skinny dyke from Baisley Projects when she first came out. And Lil Wayne and whoever the hell she was signed to. Thank you, Miss Erica. Miss Erica says, I am absolutely right. But yeah, so Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne and them, whoever got a hold of her and started giving her all these butt shots and did all of this shit to her body. But she was a little stud in the fitted hat, skinny, period. But Trinidadian girl, right? But she was good at what she did. So they said they're going to make her, back to what I said about these Build-A-Bear bitches, they're going to make her into who they wanted her to be back in the 90s. Okay? I heard something today. Nicki Minaj was on, she did, because she said she was retiring to start her family. But then when Cardi B came out and was getting all this recognition and doing her motherfucking thing, she popped back out and was being very confrontational with Cardi B. Now, first, I want to say, I am a Nicki Minaj fan first and foremost. Let me just say that. That was my era. I think she's a very talented sister, regardless if she got her ass done or not, regardless of what her choices were. And men, we're not going to talk about him because I don't even want to say his name, that idiot. The previous idiot, not the one she's with now. So, yeah, I think she's talented. I was definitely a fan. Okay? But you disappoint me, Nikki, when you keep throwing darts at Cardi B. When you keep trying to come for her, because I personally feel like Cardi B is not on your level, sis. I personally feel like you're right that she can pay you some homage. But these new generations don't really know what homage is about. Okay? Mm-hmm. They really don't. They don't know. They somewhere like, yeah, old man, I hear him in the store. Yeah. Shut the fuck up, because these are the people who paved the way for you. And Nikki, you definitely paved the way for her and a lot of these female rappers. You definitely did. But I feel like it's beneath you to throw darts at someone who's beneath you. She's on top of the world right now. She's doing her thing because this is her year. This is 2022. I don't know when she came out, 2019, whatever. This is her time. You had your time, and you still can sell out a concert, and you still can go gold or whatever on an album. You are doing your thing regardless, Nikki. So please go back to what I said about self-respect. You don't need to throw darts at this little Spanish queen, this little Spanish princess. She ain't a queen yet. This little Spanish princess. You don't need to do that. And once again, I'm almost out of time, people. I want to thank all my Facebookers for tuning in. I appreciate y'all on my live. I want y'all to start tapping into Real Talk, so that way when you make a comment, I can actually see it, as opposed to me having to put on my eyeballs and see what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? So we got to get that link out there a little more. I'm going to try to actually post it on my page. But I didn't 5-6 weeks ago. But guess what? I love you guys. I love this conversation, this open forum that we can have. I love all the people who made comments today. And I definitely love all the people that have called in throughout these past weeks. I want to keep it strong and keep it real. We're gonna keep it we're gonna keep it real and we're gonna keep it strong. Because sometimes it be real strong, if you know what I mean. Okay, y'all, I can't do this because I'm on a time frame and I always do this talking too goddamn much. So I'm gonna get off of here and tell y'all that I love you. I appreciate everyone. And we're gonna take this to the top. Okay, Malcolm, you ready to take me out, sweetheart?
Yes, indeed.
Let's
Yes,
do it.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Talk about it with Kimberly Riese. I'm out.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Talk About It with Kimberly Riese show. You can check out the Talk About It with Kimberly Riese show every Wednesday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., where she talks about all the edgy stuff, all the stuff that most people aren't comfortable talking about openly. You can get your feelings in, you can get your thoughts in, you can call in, you can comment, you can share, you can follow, you can do whatever you want on this show. It's uncensored. You don't have to worry about, I can't curse. I can't say that. Nope, you can say whatever you want on this show. It's uncensored. Check us out every Wednesday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Follow Let's Talk About It with Kimberly Riese on Facebook and Instagram. All you have to do to listen in weekly is to come to our Facebook page or our YouTube page at Let's Talk About It with Kimberly Riese or Real Talk 100 Radio and check out the video, or go to our link in the bio on Facebook or Instagram and click the link and you can listen in live if you're at work and you got to put them headphones in. You feel me? We're out for the night. Y'all check it out. All night tonight, it's all about underground music. It's all about independent music. On Real Talk 100 Radio, we are playing some of the hottest music from here to Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, all the way to Houston, Texas. Some of the hottest artists from here to there. Y'all check it out tonight from 12 midnight all the way till 7:30 in the morning. That's all we got tonight from Let's Talk About It with Kimberly Riese. Bye-bye. Good night.
Come in. We out.